You are now tuned into FNL Radio.
Keep making noise! Keep making noise! Yeah!
Get ready for Real Talk Radio with DJ Doc.
3, 2, 1, go! It was a Friday night in the basement. Friday night.
It's Friday. You ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Well, she is ratchet as
Alright, what up, world? It's your boy Doc, and got Monique on the line as well.
What up, people?
And welcome to a Saturday edition of FNL Radio. Now, I told y'all there's going to be special occasions where we're going to have, Saturday editions, so y'all know that means something happened the day before to make it not happen on a Friday night. But once again, got stuck in traffic, people driving crazy, 4th of July and whatnot. So, that whole situation made us not able to do the show last night, but we are doing the show today, people, on Saturday early too. This is the earliest I think FNL Radio has ever been done. So, it's noon on a Saturday, and before y'all turn up at the weekend cookouts and stuff, because y'all wasn't turning up yesterday. It was raining like crazy yesterday anyway, so y'all was staying indoors, so it was all good. But anyways, we're going to give y'all your official turn up for the weekend right now, people. So thank y'all for holding us down. Thank y'all for tuning in with us, for the delays and whatnot. But to make up for it, we got a lot of good news for you all tonight. I'm used to saying today. We got a lot of good news for you all today, people. Now, in addition to that, we also have an exclusive interview. We teased you all with it last week, but in the later end of the show, in part 2 of the show, we have an interview with Day 26 people. So y'all going to make sure y'all keep out for that. But for now, we want to get into some news real quick. Just kicking everything off, the BET Awards now. Usually I do the Doc TV videos, and I haven't done a Doc TV video in a long time. I forgot why I did one recently. No, I didn't do one recently. But anyways, the BET Awards went down, and of course I missed that because I was on the highway too, so I had to watch the rerun of it. I think this was the first time I didn't live tweet during the BET Awards, but it is what it is. It's just the BET Awards. It's just black people. But anyways, so it went down, the 2014 BET Awards. You had a lot of good moments that happened. You had performances from Robin Thicke, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, August Alsina, Trey Songz, John Legend, and Janae Aiko.
Pharrell opened the show.
Oh yeah, Pharrell opened the show. He really kept the VA to brought Missy out of hiding. I guess she was from munching on Shariah's carpet real quick, so she was able to come out and play. Y'all didn't hear that from me though, but but Missy came out, and Missy performed a little bit of Pass That Dutch from that flop album, This Is Not a Test, and that was one of my favorite joints though. I'm not gonna lie, that was one of my favorite joints. It was ahead of its time. People still to this day are just now getting into that song, but when that song came out and it flopped, I was still rocking with it, and that's when the whole, no, she didn't flop after that, but anyways, that was the beginning of the flops to come, but I still rocked with it. But Missy did good though, she came out, surprisingly she didn't wear Adidas this time, so, I guess her sponsorship with Adidas ran out, but she did good. She did good though. That M on her head looked like McDonald's arch, so I didn't know what to expect. But maybe she's doing something with McDonald's and she loving it, so we shall see. But get that money. But Pharrell came out and he did Come Get It, Babe. Good performance. But in my opinion, I didn't think it was opening performance worthy. When you open the BET Awards, we expect the surprises. Like that one year when Jennifer Holliday came out with Jennifer Hudson. Stuff like that. Or when the Fugees came out, something that's monumental to open the show off and cap it off. And Missy, when y'all know what I always say, when people haven't been in the music industry in a minute, I say they hate music because they have the talent and the ability to keep doing it, even if they flop. I mean, look, Eve came out and she came out with that CD and she got nominated for an award this year. But, you know, it's like, if you don't do anything active in the music industry and just do features here and there, I'd say that you hate music. So that's what Missy falls into the category of. So she's not that valuable of a person to open the show. Now, if y'all could have gotten Outkast to open the show, that would have been even better. You know, being that.
But really, is anybody really still checking for Missy? Really, in 2014?
Exactly. She had her chance when goodness, what last song did she come out with?
I don't even remember. I mean, I do think that it was a pleasant surprise, and again, they did, they did hold VA down, their whole VA representation. So I get that, but I will tell you, I'll be honest with you, I'm always honest with you guys. Today, if Missy Elliott had an album out, I wouldn't buy it. Me personally, I am not checking for her in 2014. And I grew up, in the whole Missy Elliott era. So, like you said, Pass That Dutch, all those songs, when she was rocking with Aaliyah and, all those things, was it Stuck It To Me and all that stuff. But, now at this point, no one is checking for her. Like I said, it was definitely a pleasant surprise. And if you guys did not catch the 2014 BET Awards, they are showing an encore tonight at 8 p.m. I'm watching TV and it just flashed across the TV, guys. But like I said, it was a pleasant surprise, but I don't think that 2014 anyone is still checking for her.
And also who performed was August Alsina. Now, August Alsina, we've been talking about him on the show, lately sometimes because he's been acting crazy.
And everybody's been talking about him all week.
Yes. He got the new video that just came out with him hanging himself on the noose and stuff. So, he might be a little cuckoo in the head. Who knows? And we talked about that a while ago as well. And we talked about his beefs with, his boo thing, Trey Songz. And we see that they made up.
They kissed and made up. They were able to come together. They kissed and made up. So.
They did. So, they performed that song. What he performed? He performed some.
I Live There.
Yeah. And what Chris Brown came out to looking like straight out of prison. But August Alsina did good though. Like, I was pleasantly surprised by his vocals because, the struggle singers, and there's two separate categories of struggle singers. One category of struggle singer is a category of a LaTavia Robertson. That's one. But a struggle singer...
You definitely don't want to be put in that category.
Exactly. But the other struggle is when you're one of them street singers, when you sing about the struggles. And when he accepted his award too, he was talking about this for the people with the struggle. If you want, I don't want no one to be a voice of the struggle. If the voice of the struggle is to be out the struggle, if you talking about this for the people in the struggle, give me an uplifting song or something. Don't, put me in the grave with your music too. Do something better. But anyways, that's just my opinion. And he cried too when he won Best New Artist, and he won Viewer's Choice Award too. So, that was really cool of, August Alsina. I noticed he threw a little shade at Def Jam. He didn't thank Def Jam in his acceptance speech because, Def Jam kind of been playing coy with his promotion for the album when it came out, Testimony. So he been doing everything himself on Instagram and stuff like that. So, it is what it is. But his performance was actually good. And then Trey Songz, he did Nana. All the hood hoes came out on stage. The dancers, they were very flexible. And it was white girls, surprisingly. They were, turning up. So, anything is viable happened at, the BET Awards. And, the ballerina girls, they did good with they stretching, arching points and stuff like that. So, clap, bravo to them. And, Nicki Minaj, she performed Pills and Potions. We're going to talk about her in a little bit too, but her performance was just like the video. She brought out, what was his name, Burnell? From American Idol. He was on that season when Mariah and Nicki were on stage acting the fool in front of white people. And
yeah, and she actually, her vocals were on point.
Yeah.
Her vocals were on point. She sounded very good. regular season. But I mean, clap bravo to her. She did her thing.
And then you had and the bunny rabbits and stuff. It looked very wizard. What's that? Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, very, very that. The video is crazy too, so it matches all together now, people. Speaking of crazy, Lil Wayne, he performed "Crazy" and "Believe Me" from his album. Drake was supposed to be there, but Drake didn't show up. He was like, he's above this, so he didn't come to the BET Awards this year at all. Then you had T.I. and Iggy performing. T.I. they did "No Mediocre" for that mediocre song, and and I've seen Iggy do better. Iggy performed "Fancy" too, and I've seen Iggy do better. I don't know if it was the nerves or something, but she ain't really give me what I wanted. It was enough, but not enough in a sense, if that makes sense. You know, like I've seen her dip it, dive it, and do the thing on stage before, and that just wasn't it. So it might have been the nerves. I think it's the nerves. I'll leave it at that. But you saw Nicki.
Yeah, she did all right. She's not one that I'm featuring either, so I can't say that I've seen her perform, many times to compare the BET Awards performance with any other performance. So I really can't give an opinion on that. Well, and then Lionel Richie, he won the BET Lifetime Achievement Award.
They spelled his name wrong.
You and I were texting. And guys, we trying to do improv on this show. I'm watching just Keke. I did not get a chance. Keke Palmer has a new talk show on that actually aired. The first episode aired on Monday after the BET Awards. I'm not sure which episode this is that they're showing now, but Rachel Johntel is on her show. And she looks a little interesting, people. Okay. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, he won the BET Lifetime Achievement Award. Lionel Richie did. And you and I text back and forth because I also missed it on Sunday as well. So the first time that I got a chance to see it was on Monday as well. So you and I watched it and we were texting back and forth. And, like we were talking about, his whole award was weird. Again, we didn't really expect for him to win the award, and then the performances, the people that they actually had to pay, or the artists that they actually had to pay, tribute to him and homage to him, it was very typical. We expected John Legend to sing. We expected, for whatever reason, Ledisi always does the tributes, which is weird because they never let her sing her own material. And I love Ledisi. I'm a diehard Ledisi fan, but I always think it's bizarre. They never allow her to sing her own material. No. She's always covering someone else's song. So that was expected. Of course, Yolanda Adams was to sing Jesus is Love. So, his tribute was okay. But it was, I don't know.
Yeah, and
I guess I've seen better tributes. I should say that.
Yeah, we've seen better. I mean, especially coming from last year when Uncle Charlie Wilson, showed out. We've seen better things happen. So, this was kind of
and the OJs,
them too.
Exactly. Very good. That's Charlie Wilson and the OJs. Those were tributes. That are not to be forgotten.
Yeah, so it's like they
very memorable.
So it's like Stephen Hill and the crew just threw this together real quick.
Let's just go and pick somebody from the Motown era and keep it moving.
Yeah, like they forgot to choose someone earlier, and then it was like, oh, we forgot about this part of the award show. Let's choose. They picked it.
None of it real quick and be done with it. And that's no tea, no shade, Lionel. We can party all night long. I'm just saying. We're just really simply stating what it looks like and what it appears to be.
Exactly. And then Usher, he really did good too. Usher, he was showing up for the our generation, people that come from, the music of the 90s and stuff like that. He performed a medley of all his hits.